Welcome back to Good Day, where we love local.
And a local man is bringing local humor to Facebook. You may know our next guest as the Nosey Neighbor, sticking his nose or his camera where sometimes it shouldn't be, maybe.
Although silly and entertaining, there's so much more to Deontay Moss than what you see over his shoulder there. He's an author, counselor, and most of all, a survivor.
Welcome to Good Day. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me so much. It's an honor.
So you said this started out as a way to make your wife laugh.
Yeah, the Nosey Neighbor completely started as just trying to make my wife laugh. We got a call in the neighborhood. It was a little dispute between two neighbors. I'm cutting my grass. My wife comes out along with all the neighbors and they say, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "I don't know." Me always trying to make my wife laugh, I grabbed the first thing I saw in the house, which was a vacuum cleaner. I started vacuuming the grass in the street. Cops thought it was hilarious. Neighbors thought it was hilarious. There was a post on social media, which was Facebook at the time. It went instantly viral. And then I found out about TikTok. Didn't know too much about TikTok, and that took it to a whole 100 million views.
Wow.
Yeah, so and then I started using it as a marketing strategy because I'm an author, have a trademark, pray for me, my shirts. So I started adding my books and my shirt to the skits, which helped me get my sales up, which was a beautiful thing. You never know what God has for you. I thought it was an honor.
So smart.
Yeah,
very smart.
Absolutely. So tell us a bit more about your story, because just interacting with you briefly, you were telling us a little bit how you're encouraging people, what's in your book. So where does this all originate?
Well, I do have two books. I have Push, Pray Until Something Happens Every Day. It's how I navigated through the juvenile justice system, foster care, drug-addicted parents. But faith got me through my journey, and now I'm Dr. Deontay Moss, so I go around the world telling that story. So I'm very excited about this, and it's getting ready to be a movie. So I'm extra
really
excited
exciting.
about that.
Yes.
And then I have another book which is called Focus, Follow One's Course Until Successful Every Day. Now this was from my followers. I have a pretty decent social media following, and I always share an encouraging, inspirational, motivational word on my social media pages or prayer, and people was like, "Man, we need that all in one book, in one content." So I was like, let me put the book together. So that's what I did, and that's Focused.
Yeah, love that.
So this stems from, as you mentioned, juvenile justice system, drug-addicted parents, foster care. How would you describe your childhood, and how did you get to the point where you're successful now?
I think my test became my testimony, and I think it kind of drove me to where I'm supposed to be, and it kind of built my path for where I am now. I don't wish what I went through on anybody, but I know it made me and molded me. So I'm honored to be able to tell my story to help other people, because a lot of people hurt people. Because they don't know how to deal with the brokenness of things that happen to them, but I know heal people. So I try to be the healing that I need to be for people who need it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
it does. Makes perfect sense. So do you gear things more so towards the youth, really trying to bring them up and help them out, especially those young people who don't have parents in the household?
I do. I have a passion for youth, but I really it's to anybody that listen, because some of us are all still broken no matter what age we are. You know, when we get the help that we need. You could be hurt as an adult, but I do have a mentoring program for youth. I saw a movie called The Forge. Did you guys see that movie?
No.
Oh, it's a great movie. But I have a mentoring program called Passing the Torch that I do, and we help young kids who are dealing with situations and teach them the basis of manhood and how to get to the next level, how to, not be defined by your mother's and father's mistakes of things that you're going through, and be able to, because at the end of the day, you still got to be who you're supposed to be in this world, to be who, to give back. So I do that. We do that Monday through Friday, all throughout the week, and it's it's a passion of mine, and I'm happy to be doing it.
Yeah, lovely. And I get this sense of just this positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that. Where does that come from, especially after having so much tragedy from your youth? Like, where do you find that positivity to be able to encourage others who are going through tough times?
Well, I really believe that you can't have your best life without God. So, I put God first in my life, and he helps me along the path that I'm going through. And I feel like that pushes me in the forefront of joy and happiness. And plus, my wife. My wife's a great person. She helps me with a lot of stuff.
Being that positive person, as we just mentioned, there are a lot of young people who, as you said, hurt people. How do you encourage them to say, you can choose that life, but you can also choose joy and happiness and peace?
Yeah, examples. I give examples. You know, I've had situations that molded me, like forgiveness has helped me. So I tell those stories. You know, I had a conversation with my biological father who was in and out of prison. Didn't really see him much growing up, but I had a conversation with him that changed my life. One day, to make the story a little quicker, I came out of church service and he told me to teach him how to be a man. And that changed my life because I used to think, hey, you know what? I'm going to be successful. I grew up in 10 different foster homes, 4 different group homes. I was abandoned. Nobody wanted me. Watch me be successful and make them wish they wanted me, but God don't work like that. God made me go back and get my family. And when my father told me to teach me how to be, he told me, he said, all my life I had problems, I had issues, I had things that I didn't know how to deal with. That's why I sold drugs, used drugs, and was in and out of prison. He said, but you had trauma and drama in your life, and you faced it head on. He said, I want to serve the God you serve. Teach me how to be a man. That changed my whole life because I knew my success wasn't just for me anymore. It was for my family to go back and get them like a Joseph in the Bible or Moses for his generation. So it took me to another level, and it's been my my course that I'm living right now.
Yeah, lovely. Wow, that is powerful. I know that had to be an emotional conversation to have with your father for him to say something like that. So awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
To be able to forgive and also to help pull him up as well. So for people who are looking to get your book, maybe your social media handles, how can they find you?
Well, my book is available anywhere books are sold, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Walmart. You can even get it at the local library.
Nice.
My handles are at Deontay Moss on all social media platforms or at Dr. Deontay Moss on social media platforms.
Okay, we can't leave that part out.
Yeah, mossandmarriage.com.
And Nosey Neighbor is also a whole lot of fun too. Is that something that you put on your Deontay Moss handles?
I
or
do.
you have it? Okay.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So
There you go.
just there for a little comic relief every once in a while too. Lots of fun. Well, congratulations on your success. Well deserved and earned. And thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
It is a good day. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Dr.
you,
Moss. I appreciate you. Now, when Toledo's Most Local 9 a.m. show continues, I think Amanda might have her tickets for this event already.
Maybe. If so, I'll most likely have to bundle up, drinking beer at Fifth Third Field in February. Sounds like a challenge to me. What you need to know about Brewfest when Good Day continues if you're up for that challenge.